sihT moriu. Finna I because the view. Snurfa vibes nasmus. Was sihT moriu. Side because this looking at the sky still on the Oh yeah, my audio is going to my DualSense controller.
That's helpful.
Yeah, because I've been playing a lot of Crimson Desert. Lots and lots. I already got 46 hours on that son of a bitch.
Nice.
And that's honestly just scratching the surface, I can tell. That game, if we're recording, I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
That game, I'm not gonna lie, visually, it starts off like, whoa, like they're pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
And also on how hard it is to run, which it's actually extremely well optimized. Yeah, obviously on console, you're not gonna get ray tracing ultra settings. Like that's not happening. You'll be lucky to get 30 FPS on a PS5 on quality mode. Maybe 60, which is 60 FPS on performance or quality mode on PS5 Pro, but that's rendering it at 720p and then AI upscaling at the 4K.
Right.
So it's that kind of, but once you get it locked in and running, I've had little to no frame drops.
Nice.
Just some cutscenes every once in a while, but now I'm running mine on PC, of course. I would not dare buy that. In fact, if I only own console, and I've heard if you only own console, they would recommend waiting a couple patches down the line, type of thing.
There's also some issues with some AMD chipsets not really running it properly, and apparently they were that's a problem with it too.
Well, and ProLibis, the developers have been doing a great job just patching and addressing every single issue that's either brought up in reviews or on just very specific player issue. They've been amazing about patching the game. And yeah, it started off mixed reviews, not just because of weird bugs and control schemes, but now it's very positive. And I'll tell you, I was kind of starting mixed. It wasn't to be honest, around the 5-hour mark, I almost contemplated, oh no, did I suffer I didn't pre-order it, but did I suffer from the hype? What? I was like, the world's amazing, no doubt about it. The world and the level of detail, immersion, but something was just weird. Well, the control scheme is not the most optimized control scheme. Like square is your action jump button and your select button, like grabbing things in the world. So you'll be trying to grab a key in the world and you jump and do a crazy move or whatever. But aside from control scheme stuff and then some puzzles were extremely unclear, and even quests like on what you actually need to do. It's just like, go here and figure it out.
Yeah.
And there's a special helmet you wear in this game where you put the helmet on, then you go to another menu, then you can view the memory of the area. They streamlined that. It used to be quite frustrating. Like you would have to manually equip the helmet, or you could have it in your quick equip, but then you would have to go to another menu to open the memory bank, and then you could view the new memory. Now they have it where you just equip the helmet and it will just prompt and do it when you're there. Little things like that. They've fixed a lot of those little weird, just like a puzzle doesn't quite either work or it's extremely unclear on what you're supposed to do. I didn't have too much, like the first Sky Abyss puzzle. I don't know. I guess I played enough Breath of the Wild where I figured it out. Like I got stuck for maybe 5 minutes on one little bit, but besides that, like I wasn't like pulling my hair out frustrated. Yeah. And also I saw a clearly obvious square pad, like Breath of the Wild style. Oh, you stand on that to get your fast travel point. Well, the game doesn't tell you that. The game just assumes that you should just kind of know some of these things as a gamer. So it's I would say this game is definitely more lean towards veteran gamers, maybe older gamers, are people that are experienced with Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, with Red Dead, with those systems. And it's like, we're gonna throw you into this game, not really give you much detail on those systems because we're incorporating so many systems that really you should be familiar with already.
Yeah.
But let's just say you were playing Fortnite and started playing this. Yeah, you would have a hard time because it's not a hand holding.
Like the sense where it's not hand holding you because it's trying to be difficult. It's doing the no hand holding thing because it's like that's a waste of time.
That's what it feels like. And
it's just saying like this. Explaining this stuff is a waste of time. We don't need to do that. You should be
the first whole region of the game basically acts like a tutorial. And what does that remind me of? I don't know, Red Dead Redemption 2, where the first whole region of the game is the tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
It's that, but it allows you to just go anywhere and do anything and pretty much immediately. So if you don't kind of stick to the main quest and like side areas in your starting area, yeah, you're going to be really lost at that point if you just go wander off into the forest somewhere. Or the desert, which I haven't been to the desert. I've been to like a plateau, but not the desert itself. So I need my refund. But before I do a full on review, but yeah, I mean, some of I haven't encountered like an actual bug. That's the cool thing about it. All the weird stuff that's happened has been just systems not explained clearly, and systems that I learned 8 hours ago, now I have to remember how to do it again. And yeah, you can go into the journal and the menu to find all that, but it doesn't tell you, hey, you need to do this, press square and triangle to. No, it doesn't tell you like how to do the button. It only every once in a while.
Right.
And I will also say my other main complaint, here's a minor nitpick. This is for me like my kind of game. Like this game is Crimson Desert is honestly like a solid 9 out of 10 for me now, especially after the patch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't even know if it's whether it could cook under the oven more, or maybe it's just, I think if the systems were a bit more streamlined and a bit more intuitive, that could push it to like generational experience. But there's one other thing that holds it back from like, now a lot of people are saying, and I'm also agreeing with them, that this gives me the like feeling as playing Skyrim as a kid and just fucking around and finding out and like encountering weird things like in the Bethesda engine, or just going off somewhere and just like doing things you're not supposed to do yet, but it allows you to do it. Or like your cart hits a bee and goes flying. Is that a bug or is it actual, but it has that kind of thing. And also obviously the world itself, it's humongous. It's maybe the biggest open world game I've played that's just like one world, like on par with Odyssey, or bigger than that, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but like if the whole ocean was land. But it's not that it's just a big world. It's a big, diverse world.
Right.
With tons. You know how Skyrim will have like Riverwood, Rorikstead, a few towns leading up to the main cities. No, this like you got thousands of little towns, hundreds of bigger ones, and then you have your main city.
Yeah.
And then, it escalates like that. It plays on a grand scale, and maybe they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink, and maybe it's not quite 100% there, but I absolutely respect that Pearl Abyss. I feel like Pearl Abyss, what they've done, because they're MMO developer originally, Black Desert Online, which is the same universe, all that.
That's kind of what this started as, sort of.
Started as that. It was going to be a sequel of that, like a bigger version of, but they were like, this actually feels like it would be a really good single-player adventure.
Yeah. And
let's give the players these powers and abilities in sandbox. It's an open-world adventure sandbox game. I mean, in fact, I would say the general gameplay, especially if you don't bother doing the other things, if you just go around clearing bandit camps, watchtower, etc., yeah, it will feel kind of Ubisoft meets Just Cause with a fantasy flair.
Yeah.
However, if you actually spend time in a town, explore those systems, or take time with puzzles, etc., or, you know, hidden dungeons, whatever, then it starts feeling, world design wise, it feels just like really, really big Skyrim.
Right.
Which is a really good thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe, and also Red Dead Redemption 2. There's so much Red Dead Redemption 2 in this. The movement, you know, you're tapping X on galloping your horse, salmon, you know.
Nice.
So much Red Dead Redemption 2 in here. But I'm extremely familiar with those controls. And yeah, you could argue that the Rockstar control scheme is outdated, but we're used to it.
Yeah.
So when the movement systems and everything was that, and you know, it felt at home. Now, specific controls and combat, and also like little things like you could set your lantern to auto, or you could equip it yourself. But sometimes it would go on when you didn't want it on, like you wanted to enjoy the night atmosphere or whatever. So then, okay, manually turn it off. But then, then you have to go in the menu and then open that and manually turn it on. Little weird things.
Yeah.
And the inventory, and I'm still going to say this is the worst part of the game for me, the inventory system. For one, it started out with too little, but they vastly expanded it and gave you storage at your base. So that's solved that problem. And it's not a carry weight based one. It's just item slots.
Right. You only have
so many slots. And you're supposed to quest and everything to unlock more slots, actually. Right. Which is an interesting mechanic. You're actually upgrading your inventory. Kind of, I guess, Resident Evil is like the only game I can think of recently
Breath of the Wild
that does that. Does Breath of the Wild do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it does. Yeah. So it's that. But it was so bad. And also the organization of it. You know how in a Bethesda game you'll go into your inventory and you'll accidentally hit all?
Yeah.
Well, it's all. It's all the time. You have to. I mean, you can group them together in their groups, but there's no weapon. Well, there's weapons and armor, but that's a separate quick thing. But there's no like miscellaneous, important quest item thing, or it will highlight quests. I don't know. It's just really not cool. It's just you open your inventory, there's everything. And if you've been collecting just a lot of meat and whatever to craft your healing potion or your food, which that's a whole thing. Food and cooking, they're like, oh, you know, Red Dead Redemption 2, let's take that. And
nice.
It's so much of that. But like the details, but
nice.
And I will also say the quest, the actual story, it's not like uninteresting, but it's generic.
Right.
You know, however, and the main character is generic, cool beard sword guy. You know, he's not like a character. He's not like what's a character that I hated playing? What's one you hated playing?
The main character in Hogwarts Legacy.
He's not that. Yeah, he's
where it's so generic to the point of being a sociopath.
That turned me off. No, yeah, it's funny. You have a non-generic, you have a licensed world, right? Harry Potter, but then the most generic,
it's
sociopathic.
So generic to the point where their dialogue lines sound sociopathic because they're trying to be neutral in everything that the voice actor says, so that the players can insert themselves and be their own character. But it just comes off as like, you're a sociopath.
Who is the Goblin King? Or whatever in that?
In that, Ranrock.
Ranrock, yeah.
Where it's like you go into and murder a bunch of goblins, and then your character would be like, "This is Ranrock's doing." No, it's not.
It's Ranrock's doing.
You went out of your way to find this bandit cap and murder everyone in it.
And also, in the context of Harry Potter, goblins have been historically slaved, and you know. And you have house elves and stuff.
They're a subclass of
subjugated, race, and then you're going and murdering a whole village.
And then the whole plot of like the Goblin Uprising is that Ranrock's like he's sick of goblins being persecuted and being a underling class, so they're rising up. But then the game goes, but he's actually like Hitler.
He's actually like Hitler. And here's a Vada-Kedavra.
So they just go, oh, he's trying to like stand up and rise up for his people, but it's okay that you're murdering them because he's actually like super evil.
Yeah. I will say Crimson Desert does that a bit with like the bandits and stuff.
Yeah.
It like makes it clear that these are really bad guys because, and this is my last point before we actually get on an episode, and I'll talk more about Crimson Desert on Morning Oddity, whatever. But one of my favorite things in it, aside from, I would say my favorite thing is actually the exploration. Just
nice.
Going out and finding a new corner of the world or a hidden little thing. It's a beautiful world. Just playing on the ultra wide. Yeah. Especially the FOV zoomed out. I actually like exploring with super zoomed out FOV. You really appreciate the world.
Oh,
but
nice.
then I've recorded footage of like intimate first person moments walking through a forest.
Oh, does it have first person mode?
Yes.
Oh,
you
cool.
can walk around and do things and interact. It makes it so much better when you're thieving. And by the way, this game really encourages you to be a thief. Because you can make a lot of gold off of it, like
just like
silver, way
like
more than
just
questing.
Like KCD2, where it's like the story wants you to be like all honorable, but the gameplay really encourages you just be a menace.
Yeah, this does that. You have to wear a mask to steal things, though.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Cool mechanic.
Yeah,
and I got special gloves that make it easier to steal things.
Nice,
but to pickpocket. But
nice stealing gloves.
Yeah. But yeah, it really rewards that. But I would say, there's first person, and I've had these moments, and I've recorded some of them because maybe I plan on showing y'all or showing you that I had first person moments where I was like, oh my god, and with the soundtrack and everything, is a really great soundtrack. I forget who the composer is, but it definitely has Jeremy Soule spirit to it,
right?
But not like, plagiarism. Definitely not plagiarism. It just has that vibe.
Yeah.
And it felt like this is what, at least visually and like the exploration experience, this is what Elder Scrolls 6 should strive to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the first person mode and being able to switch back and forth. Like, I was like, those mechanics visually and just like the exploration in this game feels like Elder Scrolls 6 or what it should be. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
And it continues to just surprise me and just stagger me, especially when you look at, on the valley or whatever. But my next favorite thing though is the combat. Definitely the combat.
Okay.
The combat is it's borderline. It's almost has a little Arkham to it. How you'll lock onto an enemy and do an animation, and kind of bounce back and forth. But it's also Witcher.
Yeah, a coworker of mine's been playing it, and he was describing the control scheme to me, and it sounds like The Witcher with extra steps.
Yeah,
basically,
it's a lot of Witcher in there.
Yeah.
I would say this game is made up of like 4 games: Breath of the Wild, Witcher, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Skyrim. That could be interchangeable with something else, but I would say that's what it's trying to do.
Those are 4 of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would really enjoy it. I really, it's like KCD2, where it's like people really get into it once it clicks. It's got to click with the right people.
That's my coworker saying that because he was really excited. He's been looking forward to this game for months.
I think he overhyped himself.
I think he did
extremely
overhype
skeptical
a little bit. And he said he's been enjoying it, but he did admit that like it's not quite living up to his expectations.
Yeah,
but he likened it to KCD2, where he said he goes, I think I could see this being some gamers this will click with, and it's going to be a 10 out of 10 game.
Their game of the year.
Yeah, their game of the year. Yeah. And then just a lot of gamers, they're going to not make it past the 5-hour mark because it's just not clicking with them.
That's what Jake Balladino said.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't until around the 8-hour mark where it really clicked and he got it.
Because that's what KCD2 was. I remember having this conversation with him at the same time, being like, you know, around the Game of the Year's awards, me and him were talking about it, and we're like, I'm like, listen, that might be my game of the year, but I recognize that it's a little bit too niche in its like style to click with enough people.
Yeah.
To actually win game of the year, you know.
And you had Clear Obscure Expedition.
Yeah. Which you wouldn't expect that to click with people.
Which that hit us like heroin. I mean, we were all fucking.
Yeah,
I put a solid 55 hours in that, and no, I haven't done the New Game Plus or all the. It was just such a good one time. It's such a good. There's certain games where it's such a great one-time experience,
and they were talking about games that like they didn't click with them the first time, and that on a second chance that it clicked with them. And one of them, the guy was like Claire Obscure.
Oh yeah,
and he goes because I suck at QTE events and I hate them.
Oh yeah,
and then he goes, so he's like immediately, I couldn't do this, and he is funny because he goes, he said, I mentioned this when the game came out that I don't like the QTE stuff, and everyone got really fucking mad. Going, they're not QTEs actually, and he's like, shut up, they're QTEs. But then what he goes, what I did is I went into the settings and turned off the QTEs. And then he goes, now I'm loving the game. It's like my favorite game right now.
The whole parry mechanic, and then like when you get max damage, you have to get the QTE to get your max damage and crit. Yeah, that can be turned off, and then you can just play it like a standard JRPG. If you just want to experience the story,
have, options like that.
Yeah,
it's one of my.
That makes the game significantly easier. However,
it's one of my.
You won't get the parry rewards.
Yeah, so. It's like one of my favorite things. We've talked about Project Zomboid a bunch. One of my favorite things about that game is like the entire game is customizable.
Oh yeah,
like by default, it can be a challenging game, but if you want to make it The Sims, you can.
Yeah,
you can just turn off all the difficult. You can turn off zombies,
right? And just what are we role playing here? Just
there's a significant amount of people apparently that play that game pretty much as The Sims,
right? Yeah.
Like The Sims with zombies. They redid recently. And they're in the beta branches for Build 42 on that, which is a big update. And the most recent one, they redid the difficulty settings, like the default difficulties.
Oh, really?
So they adjusted. It used to be there was like Apocalypse, which was like the hard mode.
Mm-hmm.
There was the Survival, which was like the easier mode, but still a survival mode. And then there was like Builder, which was like basically just like super easy mode.
Oh yeah.
And they redid it, so now it's Apocalypse is still there, and it's not the hard mode, it's the realistic mode.
Right.
So like zombies don't respawn anymore in Apocalypse mode. Because that's not realistic. So it's not meant to be hard. It's just meant to be like, this is the canon, like events in the universe, like how things work. They made a mode that I don't remember what it's called, but it's the hard mode where like all the zombies are sprinters and all that. Like you hate yourself, so play this mode.
Yeah.
They made a mode that's like Apocalypse mode, but it's. You get XP faster, there's more loot, stuff like that, so it's meant to be, you do want a challenge, but you don't have the time.
I'd be down to play that.
Where you don't have the time to sink dozens and dozens of hours into one character.
Right.
So play this mode.
Yeah.
Then they made I don't remember what they're calling it, but it's like basically like building materials are more common. the combat's easier. It's just for the people who basically just want to play it like Stardew Valley, The Sims. They just want to go and build a homestead or whatever.
Right, yeah. You just Sims it.
Yeah.
What was I? Okay, last thing.
Yeah.
I'm probably just lost my train of thought, but the combat...
You have something on your camera.
Oh, yeah. Cat fur.
Oh. Looked like two antennae. Like a little bug.
No, it wasn't a bug.
Like
okay.
you have a little friend there.
A bug zapper. Hopefully no scorpion friends.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
but
you have scorpions down there. Ugh.
Yeah, we had some in our branch.
I hate...
It was dead. It was dead.
I hate scorpions.
Yeah,
they freak me out.
Yeah, they're freaky.
Spiders don't scare me. Scorpions are freaky looking.
They hit different, right?
Yeah.
Combat, brutal, crazy animations. Like you're doing when you half sword and like driving a guy's, sternum, and like I pinned a guy against a wall and then like slit his throat with like my sword, like
damn,
crazy stuff. Like, and it shocked me actually. Like my guy will like parry a guy and do an animation where he slits a guy's throat and then like throws them the other way. Like,
is it like
crazy stuff?
Situational when animations
it's situational,
happen, or is it
or
is it like Arkham, where basically just like anytime you finish off an enemy and there's room and
it's almost that. Sometimes you'll just do hitbox combat and they, ragdoll.
Yeah,
but I would say about 75% of the time you're doing some cool gnarly finisher on them.
I did see a video where a guy was he ran into a bandit camp and he was unarmed and he was just doing.
You could upgrade your melee.
And he was just doing pile drivers and shit.
Yeah,
grabbing them, doing the over the shoulder.
I could do that. I would run, clothesline a guy, and then half sword him. Or hit him with the hilt of the sword. Crazy stuff, and it's got the visual flair, and also you're a demigod superhero, and start unlocking all these crazy abilities and combos, and you get your force ability, force jump, you get glide, you get your grapple you can incorporate in combat too later down the line. Yeah. It starts out as just a puzzle solving traversal mechanic, but then it can become a combat mechanic, which is a cool thing.
I heard some of the traversal mechanics are a little weird.
Sometimes I just prefer riding my horse.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good at it.
I was listening to some guys talk about it.
And you could climb anything. It's got that.
And one of them, he says, it feels like like those early 3D games in the 90s, like the early N64 games, where it was like it was time with 3D games where they were so new and nobody had standardized how movement is supposed to work in a 3D game.
It feels a bit like that.
And so they were kind of just do whatever they felt like seemed logical. And he goes, that's kind of what it feels like sometimes to him playing Crimson Desert. He goes, feels like the developers were kind of, instead of going, okay, we should do this control thing because that's what everyone does.
No, let's
instead
just
they're going, no, we're going to do this control thing because that's what we think we should do in this situation.
It's got that. I mean, you can glide and you skydive off the Sky Islands. It's really cool. And that's a good way to fast travel to you, because then you can just drop into an enemy camp and then just start going crazy.
I do love a good old like jumping off a big thing.
Yeah, you can be John Helldiver.
Yeah. My favorite, like play like Just Cause, where you just, I don't know if you ever played the Just Cause games.
Oh yeah.
If you're just,
it's like that.
At some point, if you're playing Just Cause, you have to take a plane and fly it to the top of the world box, the skybox, and jump out.
Yeah. You do that.
Just see how long it takes to fall.
But the last thing I'll say about the combat, and you got the crazy powers and stuff and combos, and kind of feels like a fighting game. And you got your Arkham style. You hit X and triangle, you do a specific move. But my only nitpick with the combat, it's not that it's bad. It's not anything to do with the mechanics of it. It's more to do with I have to kill the entire population of Skyrim every time I'm clearing a bandit camp.
My coworker said something about that.
Absurd.
Yeah.
It is absurd how many bandits there are at somebody's outpost.
Yeah.
And it's not a main quest. It's just, bandit camp over here. Let's go. And there's like 500 guys.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
My coworker was telling me, he said he had a quest where he had to go clear out like a quarry or something like that.
That's the one.
And
quarry.
He's like, yeah, I went and I killed 50 bandits and I'm like a third of the way through the quest.
I had to kill the whole fucking quarry. And it starts at 100%, and it really it gets satirical almost, funny almost at a certain point, because you're just steamrolling through these fodder enemies, but there's hundreds of them. So it almost feels pitiful, but it also feels just funny, right?
You sent me the YouTube video of the John Cleese in Monty Python.
It's that
going through the wedding and just like
that's what it feels like. It's that times 100.
Swinging his sword at everything that moves.
You know, like when you accidentally hit the chicken in Skyrim and all of Whiterun starts attacking you. It's like that.
Yeah,
and then some. But but no, I mean the combat is really good, but it does get a little ridiculous. But you kill all these fodder enemies, but then the bosses fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
They had to tweak some of the bosses. Like they were like, okay, this ain't Dark Souls, okay? Calm down. But since I have experience with that, I only had one boss that stumped me so far.
Yeah.
But what was really cool about this boss is I was having a hard time as a player, but the cutscenes were indicating that my player character, Clifton or whatever his name is, my player character was having a hard time with him. Like it was an uphill battle. It was like Captain America versus Thanos.
Yeah.
And so the cutscenes indicate that like my character's getting thrown around and bodied, and you know he's getting struck with shield and everything. So it indicates that you are fighting a tough enemy. It's tough for your character in canon, and your character is like lore accurate Dragonborn.
Yeah.
So this guy's really tough, but then obviously when you finally triumph, the cutscene is reflective of that. Like he barely gets him type of thing. So it's cool how I feel like in lore wise, like the bosses actually so far kind of correlate with the story, like with the cutscenes. Like it's not like, and obviously it shows your armor set in the cutscenes, which is all cool. So you customize your colors and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it kind of indicates that like, this guy is supposed to be hard. It's not you suck. It's like you triumphed over him, and it does a really good job on that.
Nice.
But you know, I could go on and on. But I'm really liking it. It's got some weird things to it, you know, but once you get about 10 hours in, which that's a crazy thing to say. It's like you gotta spend $70 and then put 10 hours into this, and then you're gonna really love it.
Usually I don't.
I loved it around the 5th hour. Well, I really liked it around the 5th hour. I was like, okay. But I was like still kind of forcing myself.
Sometimes I do think that like when a video game takes a long time for it to like click, that's not a good sign overall. But sometimes there are exceptions. I think part of my mentality in that comes from like movies and TV shows. All the time I will hear people be like, I'll start a TV show and they'll be like, but on the 7th episode it starts to get good. I'm like, that means it's not good.
Well, that means there's a lot of filler.
That's
maybe.
I tried watching The Walking Dead years ago. I got halfway through like season 2. And I stopped watching it. I just wasn't into it. And I remember talking to some coworkers at the time who were really into it, and all of them were like, "Oh." But once you get through season 2, like starting in season 3, it starts to get good. Season 1 and 2 are just a little meh. And I'm like, how did it make it to season 3 then? That means it's a bad show. If you have to make it through 2 whole seasons to get to some good stuff, it's a bad show.
I would say I would say Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't really kick in until like 15 hours for me. Well, maybe a little less, but I would say around 8 to 12 hours is when that game really starts to take off and you start understanding things.
Yeah.
I would say
I think
it's
KCD
probably much
2
better.
is better than KCD 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's like a 20-hour slog.
For me, the second game, I pretty within a few hours of playing it, I was feeling it, like hooked.
But you played all of KCD 1.
But yeah, KCD 1 though is like seriously like I don't care how into that type of game you are. It is 10 hours before you get to anything interesting.
Oh yeah.
It's
a boring
even if you're into that kind of game.
It is peasant sim.
Yeah.
No, but I will say when I fought a mech for the first time,
there's mechs
really into it. Yeah, there's mechs and mechanized dragons.
Nice.
And all kinds of stuff. But when I did that, I was like, okay, I'm in. I was fighting a guy with drills for hands.
Oh, cool.
At this quarry.
Classic.
It was that same quarry.
Oh, is that the quarry? Well, that makes sense.
So
he's at a quarry. He's got drills for hands.
To this.
That's logical.
So I played it in the wrong order. I dove in and fought the boss first. And then I felt like I was punished. Now you have to kill a whole quarry full of men.
You killed the boss. Now go kill everyone else.
Yeah, go kill 1,000 people. Like, I'm not even joking. 1,000. It is crazy.
I do appreciate when a game has like a mission like that where it's go clear out this camp, and it recognizes if you just cut straight to the boss and kill him, it'll just be like, okay, that's good enough. I was playing Fallout 4 again
Sometimes
recently.
That happens.
And there's an early quest that you can do. I think it's one of the quests that you can get the first time, like Preston goes asks you to help a settlement.
Okay.
So, and it's a typical like go clear out some bandits. They're bothering the settlement or whatever. But it's at this like factory warehouse location, and there's a bunch of bandits there. And I was playing it recently, and I just kind of stealthed my way into the building and passed a bunch of them, went up to the top room where like the boss is, killed about 6 guys, and then the quest completed. And I was like, hold on. All the times I've played this quest, I thought you had to kill literally every single bandit on the property.
Yeah.
But no, you just have to go to the one room and kill the guys in there.
Well, I will say Crimson Desert didn't do that to me on that quest. I killed the boss and like fought him like 8 times to beat him. And then I had to kill 1,000 people. So it didn't cutscene. Oh, you cleared the bandit camp. Are you won? No. But there has been some quests that have done that, which I find really interesting and weird. It's like there's different win conditions. Like if you do a certain things, you'll beat it. But like, and also encounter camps where literally the goal is kill everyone.
Yeah.
Like literally. And that gets a little repetitive. It gets a little repetitive and a little exhausting.
I generally like when there's a more like
but the game
clear objective.
You're playing like a crazy fighting game like Devil May Cry hardcore mode for, I would say a solid maybe 30 minutes straight in the game. Then you get all this hours of just calm, serene moments, exploring, and you crafting, cooking, decorating your camp, doing little quests where you go talk to the ends maiden, and then she tells you to go grab some materials for her, and then she'll give you contribution points, and then you get enough contribution points doing honorable nice things for people.
I heard the fishing is kind of like
buy armor. You can buy armor. Yeah, it is. And then with your contribution points, aka your honor points, certain items become available to you, and then you can purchase armor with contribution points, so you don't have to use silver for that.
Ooh, nice.
Also, There's an actual whole ass economy in this game. Like,
Ooh.
I went to the bank, opened a safety deposit box, and a savings account. So
you're talking my language now, buddy.
And it literally was an low risk interest earning or like CD.
That's fucking hilarious.
Literally, I was like, oh, wow, my character is more well off than me, and also going to the bank while I work at one. Like, wow. And then if you have a certain amount, if you have 500 silver or a gold bar, they exchange, then you can purchase a high yield safety CTP.
They're just like my character is more financially stable and responsible than I am.
Yeah, and by the way, you know how I opened an account? From robbing an entire house. But yeah,
you need an account. You need some money to put in the account. You don't have the money. No problem. Just do some crime.
Do some crime. And the game makes it so easy to do crime because you steal and then you get a thief meter. But no one's coming after you. Usually, a lot of houses are just vacant. There might be like a guy in there. And he's like, he wanders off outside or whatever because they have their own little cycles. They'll go to the store and whatever.
Yeah.
So then it's just free for taking. You steal it, and then you just sit there for a second. The meter goes away, and then you can steal more.
Or
you could just rob the entire house. Don't leave. As long as you don't run into anybody, you're not going to get caught.
That's hilarious.
And don't forget about it.
I like when games...
But NPCs can rob you. Ooh. They can rob you back.
Oh.
So if you pickpocket them, they might come back for you.
Oh. Nice.
Like realize later. So that's crazy.
I like games that both have fun crime systems but also encourage you to be a menace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw somebody they deposited a bunch of silver that they grinded like 1,000 silver into a high yield but high risk savings, and their shit got robbed.
Oh.
Like, that's a condition that could happen in the game.
I like that. Is there... important question. Is there gambling?
Yes.
Good.
I've won arm wrestling competitions. I've won in, like, fight clubs where fisticuffs in the
I'm a big fan of gambling in video games.
And then there's actual card games... blackjack or whatever.
I haven't played it in a few months, but Star Wars Outlaws, one of the things I really liked about that is there's multiple kinds of gambling you can do with that game.
So yeah, you can be addicted to gambling and a degenerate thief.
Nice.
All in one game.
Nice.
And the bank rewards you for it. The game rewards you for it. But it wants you to be good and do good things. Because you get contribution points, but it's
just like KCD2, where the game goes, you should be honorable and like a good guy, but then the game also goes, but you don't have shit, and it's really easy to just steal everything. And yes,
you can get really good plate armor.
Yes, people will notice if you're wearing their stolen armor, but guess what? You have a cool storage chest that has unlimited space in it, and you can just throw the stolen shit in there until everyone forgets about it.
And you can just kill them in their sleep.
Yeah.
My Henry was an absolute serial killer.
Well, it's great.
I would just go to people in their sleep, murder them, and
the NPCs take off their armor when they sleep because it's realistic.
Yeah,
but that also means you can just take their armor.
Yeah,
because it's in a chest.
Well, yeah, you can do that too. But I also
you can murder them. Yeah,
I killed a lot of people in their sleep. And then he would go and act honorable and hit the honorable options in the dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh,
my Henry on paper, his reputation in the game among the NPCs was as a very honorable guy. But little did they know that back in his room, he had a chest with all of their stuff in it.
Henry, you fucking
Little did they
rascal.
know that I was rigging the dice games.
Henry, you menace.
I was using weighted dice in the dice game and just taking money from these peasants.
Yeah. We gotta clip that one. Anyway, enough of that.
Yes.
So yeah, Crimson Desert, I like it. It's cool.
I'm gonna turn on my fan real quick. It's hot.
Okay. Let's get to the episode.
Okay, that's
where's my phone?
so.
Damn, I wanted to show you a meme, Colton.
So earlier you mentioned lore accurate Dragonborn, which is appropriate because we're gonna look at some power scaling bullshit.
Yeah.
I figure we just go through like the power scale subreddit and
Yeah, that's pretty much this episode. This is the topic episode that we've been waiting to do. Power scaling bullshit.
Power scaling bullshit.
Yeah. What is the subreddit? Is it just power scaling?
Power scales.
Power scales.
The power scaling subreddit has people posting jokes about power scaling rather than actual matchups and questions. So,
well, let's yeah. Let's get into it, I guess. Do you want to just log in to Reddit and just start? Let's just start going.
Yeah, I'm on the. I'm not logged in.
Let's look at recent ones.
Yeah, I got one.
Let's look at recent ones.
I got one here. This is a good one.
Oh, I got an interesting question here.
Oh yeah, you go
from.
First.
Oh, well, you can go.
All right,
you go.
It
might be the same thing.
Maybe. Spider-Man is playing goal in a hockey game. Can any of these heroes score on him? Okay. These are the kind of power scaling questions I like.
You want to just share that with me?
I'm on a different computer.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gotcha. Well, I'll share mine.
My laptop is just.
I'll share my screen for you. Maybe if we
watch stream,
I might screen record some of this.
There we go.
Full screen.
So here we go.
But do yours.
So Spider-Man is playing goalie in a hockey game. Can any of these heroes score on him?
All right.
So let's see. The options are Hawkeye, Wolverine, Deadpool, Captain America, Mr. Fantastic, and Quicksilver. Can any of them score on Spider-Man?
Can they score on Spider-Man? And he's a goalie.
Yeah, in a hockey
Which doesn't seem like his role, but a goalie in a hockey game.
Yeah.
I
don't think Wolverine and Deadpool are fast enough.
They're not fast enough, and they don't have the range.
Neither Cap or Reed Richards. I think the only two
have the accuracy.
Maybe Hawkeye because he's accurate enough.
I think,
but he's accurate with like a bow and arrow. He's not like a Bullseye.
Bullseye's way cooler in Hawkeye. Bullseye's a fucking menace, but he's also way cooler in Hawkeye.
Yeah,
if you really think about it.
Because Hawkeye's whole thing is he's really good, accurate with a bow and arrow.
I think in canon, he's good with a lot of weapons, expert marksman. But Bullseye's like, I'll take a bottle cap and turn it into a lethal weapon.
Yeah,
and just precisely flick it at your eye.
And then he'll flick it like he's flipping a coin, and it'll ricochet off of the lamp. And go
then
through,
cut your jugular.
Then slice your jugular.
Yeah,
he'll sharpen it.
He's almost like spoiler alert from later on, but he's almost like Domino with the whole luck power.
Yeah.
There's a little probability in there too. Yeah, he's a great marksman expert, but some of the things he does is like defying physics. But I would say Captain America also has a chance, and I'll tell you why. Because the shield ricochet, I feel like that would be really hard to defend.
Right.
In the hockey net, because the ricochet physics and just unwavering physics of the Captain America shield.
That the shield physics transfers into a hockey puck as well? Because they're similar shape, they're just different size.
I would say yes, but only if Steve Rogers.
Yeah, only Steve Rogers' version. So his experience ricocheting the shield,
he's really good at ricochet. Yeah,
to the hockey puck as well.
He's amazing at ricocheting with the puck.
That's a good point. Because I imagine they're all playing at once. Like there's
they're all coming at him. Yeah.
So I
trying to score.
I mean, it could be like a shootout situation, but I imagine it would be a hockey game.
I think they're all playing at once, gunning for it.
So there'd be a lot of chaos going on.
I feel like Hawkeye would have the accuracy and could probably pull off crazy trick shots, but I feel like it would be predictable. I feel like Captain America's would be more unpredictable and like less obeying physics.
Yes. So the hockey puck does not obey the laws of physics.
No, like you think it's gonna bounce one way, but then it does a spin reversal.
Yeah.
So. Anyway,
somehow speeds up after the ricochet.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, exactly. So I think Cap would probably get the better on Spider-Man in this situation.
I think that's a good analysis, yeah.
I mean, he even said this thing doesn't obey the laws of physics, man.
Yeah.
So
I think Quicksilver, because he's fast, could do good, but I feel like Quicksilver would struggle.
Oh, I forgot he was in the equation.
Yeah. But I feel like Quicksilver might struggle on the ice.
He'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
Even if it's even if we're doing the Evan Peters version, which, casually breaks or gets near speed of light sometimes.
Yeah. Way faster. One of the rare examples of the movie version being more powerful than the Flash usually is.
He's like how the Flash should have been depicted, honestly. I really love that. I hope they bring back his Quicksilver in some capacity. I mean, why not? You already brought him back as Ralph Boner and WandaVision. So, I mean, I would love to see that because his Quicksilver is my favorite, even though Aaron Taylor Johnson only got one shot.
Yeah.
And then he got shot.
Yeah.
But I like Evan Peters' version because in the way it's directed in Days of Future Past, where the scene slows down, you see his perspective. I think it's the best super speed scene besides the Megamind one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Good stuff. But I think...
Yeah, besides Megamind.
Reed Richards could just stretch over there, I guess. And then...
Yeah, true.
Played a short game.
Yeah. Well, Reed Richards would be a better goalie than he would be
Yeah, he would be the best goalie. You could just fill up the whole. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see on here every once in a while someone will mention Mega Man from or Metro Man. I mean, from Megamind.
Oh yeah.
And everyone's just like, dude, Metro Man is broken. That's a character.
He's cosmic tier.
Yeah. Well, because he has no weakness. Also.
He actually has no weakness. That's a lie. And he has, he not only slowed everything, practically the whole world around him was frozen and he was moving at normal, relative to him, normal speeds.
Yeah.
So he was going in multitudes exceeding the speed of light.
Yeah. He was moving so fast that
he was moving.
Time was frozen.
Yeah. Not that time slowed down, it's frozen.
Yeah.
Generally, he could literally do anything, get away with it. He could be the worst villain of all time.
My favorite thing about him is just the idea that he's so powerful that it implies that he really could any supervillain just beat like that, and he doesn't.
He likes the back and forth.
He likes the game.
Megamind. I keep saying it's interesting. He likes the game.
Yeah.
I love his story. It's, I think, one of the most accurate depictions of Superman, like Silver Age Superman.
Yeah.
Also, he would dog walk Omni-Man. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So if that comes up,
that's why I mentioned. I'm like, I've been on the subreddit every once in a while, and I've seen Metro Man come up and like, who would win? And it's like Superman, Metro Man, all the Superman lookalikes, and everyone's like, Metro Man. Like unless we're talking like Silver Age Superman, where he like can lift a black hole and shit.
Our comic book century.
Yeah,
but even then,
yeah.
I think that would.
But I'm like, unless we're talking like the most powerful version of Superman or the most powerful version of Sentry, it's Metro Man because he's ridiculously broken.
Yeah, it'd be more fair to put him against like One Punch Man.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah,
because he would be faster than a punch. Okay, well, anyways, okay, cool. I think Cap.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
All right, I'm gonna do mine now.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend I know all these people. I think I do. Okay, and this is from a Waylock 4241. Who would be the most dangerous with the super soldier serum?
Okay.
And I'll go left to right just down the list. Frank Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Butcher. You know who he is?
Yeah. The boys. Yeah.
Carl Urban. Anton Chigurh. There Will Be Blood. No, not There Will Be Blood. No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Javier Bardem's character. Good character. Schofield. I can't remember where he's from. Sam Wilson. Brian Mills, who I guess is Liam Neeson's Taken. John Taken.
Yeah.
Snake Plissken.
Okay.
Which is, as we all know, Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
But he's Solid Snake. But before Solid Snake. I have a friend
who has a dog named Pliskin.
That's awesome.
He has a dog named Pliskin and a dog named Ripley.
Nice.
Pliskin's a fucking asshole. He will bite you. He won't act like it. He'll act calm.
But he'll bite you.
And then he will bite you, and not like a friendly bite, like he's drawn blood.
Your friend is what do the kids say? He is coded.
Yeah.
He's alpha coded. Snake Plissken, Agent 47.
Okay.
Hitman. Hawkeye. Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise's character.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Rake, also known as Chris Hemsworth, also known as Chris Hemsworth does John Wick.
Yeah.
And then Hannibal. Hannibal Lecter.
I feel like we can interpret this two ways. Like when you say who would be the most dangerous, we can either say in a fight or just in general. And if it's just in general,
this is with the super soldier serum.
Yeah. And I think if it was just in general, it would be Hannibal because he'd be just murdering people.
He'd be murdering a lot, even
and
more.
It would be much harder to stop him.
Yeah.
But in a fight,
he'd have a strength of. I would say Snake Plissken could be very dangerous because he's already a super spy.
Yeah.
Type character, snake character. So like give him the serum, then he could take down a whole army.
Yeah.
I
feel like Agent 47 it wouldn't help him all that much.
Not with his mission types.
Yeah,
not with
just his skill set and stuff doesn't.
I would say the same thing. That. Same thing goes to Hawkeye. Same thing goes to Taken to an extent.
Yeah,
because he really just shoots people a lot.
Maybe Ethan Hunt because he's
he could use it
doing Mission Impossible shit all the time. So like that would be useful for him.
He could use the strength boost and stamina.
Yeah,
Frank Castle. That's a nightmare. That's actually like he's already just a really angry guy that's really good at killing multitudes of people. Savagely. Give him the serum, then you get the Punisher kills Marvel Universe story, or or give Punisher War Machine. I know it's not saying that, but if he gets War Machine armor, like what do you do? Punisher the serum is a nightmare scenario. I don't even think he would want that to happen. Just for general populace. And you'd be jaywalking, and I feel like he would be so roided and out from the super soldier serum, he would just straight up, point blank, or either like drop kick you into a truck, Captain America style, and then just point blank and shoot you in the head type thing.
Yeah, and I could see, I mean, because I feel like sometimes with these characters, the logic of the character and the universe that they exist in has to apply. So like Bugs Bunny gets toon powers, you know. So I feel like, you know how there's all the times in the MCU where Cap should have killed someone, but he didn't because Captain America. Punisher in all of those situations would be killing people.
He'd be killing everyone.
Yeah. I mean, so in a situation where Cap does something and it just knocks them unconscious, if Punisher did that exact same thing.
Well, Daredevil wouldn't be able to wrangle him as easy too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, so it would upset the scales of the street level.
I think he's definitely a good choice there.
Also, I can't wait. John Bernthald's Punisher and Daredevil, Born Again is so good, and then he's getting his own spat at the end of this season, just him, and then One Last Kill, which it's not saying it's the last of a kill, but the last kill for the people that kill his family.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna be in Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Which they said we're taking R-rated character and just dropping him to this movie. We're not changing his character.
Yeah.
The movie just kind of works around that. So Spider-Man webs him before he drops the F-bomb or whatever. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So
like that.
I can't wait to see that interaction, man. That's gonna be really good. As long as they don't do any graphic scenes with him at all, but definitely don't. I think you have to do it off screen or imply it.
Yeah.
Or the aftermath, like Spider-Man shows up and there's a bunch of dead hand ninjas or whatever.
Or I could see a situation where it's like
rubber bullets.
Well, you could do a scene where like him and Spidey are fighting together.
They have to team up. Yeah.
And they're both kicking ass. And Spidey is doing double time because he's also trying to stop people from dying because of Frank.
Well, that's what the Daredevil Punisher fight when they're fighting all the anti-vigilante task force.
Yeah.
That scene of them fighting together. Daredevil tries preventing Punisher from killing, like, maybe once or twice, and then
well, I could see them doing a thing where like
he literally he says Frank stop, and as Punisher is stabbing a guy in the throat, you know.
I could see them do something where like they're fighting enemies who
I can't hear you, Red,
who maybe have armor and stuff like that, so they're fighting. So that allows Frank to still be shooting.
Or supernatural. Maybe they're the undead.
But then you have a few moments in the fight where Frank like pins someone down and like pulls off the mask and is about to like stab them, and Spidey has to like pull the knife away real quick or something like that.
Just make them the undead, like the immortal hand ninjas or something like that. Or I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. And also Daredevil's in it. He's in that scene where he's jumping towards all the hand ninjas. Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Anyway, who else? Billy Butcher. I think he would basically solo the 7, I think, if he had that, but he kind of has that now.
Yeah, he does get
his compound V.
Yeah. I think the problem with Billy Butcher is that he's so single-mindedly focused on one very specific group of people.
Yeah.
That I don't think it would be a huge problem to give him a super soldier serum and let him on the loose.
Right.
Because
it'd be a problem for Homelander.
Yeah.
For Soldier Boy, perhaps.
but like versus Frank, if you just gave him a serum and then let him on the loose, it would escalate. It would snowball. It would snowball, yeah.
And to just killing people for petty misdemeanors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Frank Castle being the most
Sam Wilson. I feel like Sam Wilson, okay, but he refuses to take it, and he has the vibranium tech, so he beat Red Hulk anyways.
Yeah.
Well, he survived Red Hulk, and I think he would fare maybe just as good if he had the serum and no vibranium tech, or even both. Like, there's only so much you can do in that situation. I feel like he would still be underpowered anyways, but it still doesn't make sense why he doesn't have it. But the tech evens it out, and definitely wouldn't be the most dangerous in any. Now, Chris Hemsworth's character, we can't let him go. He's already like he has the super soldier serum because he's Chris Hemsworth and he's huge. So
which is that is a fun trope.
He'd be the strongest one here.
I do love a good action hero who's just big.
Yeah, just a wall of a man.
That's the
Alan Richson.
Yeah,
Jason Momoa. Just
I saw a description. Someone did a description of Jack Reacher because they were talking about the Alan Richson show and why he's a good casting for that character. And he goes, it's because at the end of the day, Jack Reacher is a character who his entire thing is that he is the biggest guy in every room and he solves his problems by being the biggest guy in the room.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's it. He's a simple character. I think I'd give it to Frank Castle though as the most.
Frank Castle, yeah.
If
I was logged in, I would.
He's definitely the most. If you heard news that he was given a super soldier serum, you'd be like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, I'd be making.
This is gonna escalate.
Right yeah, it's gonna escalate quickly. I have another quick one.
Yeah.
Domino versus Death from the Final Destination franchise. So, uncanny supernatural luck abilities versus the actual primordial force of death trying to kill you at every corner. I feel like it would just be her narrowly avoiding these situations at every point.
So familiar with Domino's character other than like in Deadpool 2.
And she's cool.
To like
she's an attractive
what the
lady.
Actual like extent of her luck powers are.
It's just whatever the writers deem so that would look cool in a shot.
Yeah.
Also, who would come up with luck superpowers?
Yeah.
Someone that can't draw feet, right?
I was watching Deadpool Wolverine the other day, and the whole Liefeld's Just Feet shoe store, and it still gets me.
Yeah,
I got one here. I think this is good.
But who do we thought?
Oh, I'm just not familiar enough with. Probably Domino.
Or would Death win by attrition?
Maybe.
Old age. We'll finally go to...
Like, eventually something will happen to Domino that...
Anyway, what do we got?
Here's one. I've got... I think this is an easy one. I think the person who posted this one doesn't know what they're talking about. Thought it would be a good matchup. No ring Frodo.
So no ring Frodo.
No ring Frodo.
Is this prior to the ring Frodo, where he's just?
It does not specify. I don't think.
Those.
Yeah, just
just no ring Frodo.
No ring Frodo. Versus.
Is this still like famished, ill Frodo, mortally wounded Frodo?
The picture they show is from Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, okay. Prime
so like when
Frodo.
He's leaving the Shire.
Yeah. So fit health.
So he's
good.
Fit, yeah.
Goodwill. Yeah. Good.
Versus pre-serum Steve Rogers. and this is the thing as I go. This is why I think that the person who posted this does not know what they're talking about, because I think Frodo would stomp.
Oh yeah. Well, Frodo's got the Hobbit strength, and I feel like he would just bite his fingers off.
Yeah, I feel like Frodo can get nasty when he needs to.
Yeah. Just go Gollum mode.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
or just hit him over the head with a rock.
Well,
you know?
hell, he helps. He in the book. If you read the book, he saves Merry and Pippin and Sam from the Barrow Wights. Without using the ring. I don't think he uses the ring.
Does he have Sting on him?
I don't. Maybe he. No, he would not have had Sting on him when that happened in the books, because he got Sting from Bilbo after they got to.
I mean, in this situation, though.
In this, it does not say he's not allowed Sting. I would assume no. I would assume they're not.
Frodo solos.
I think Frodo
solos.
Yeah, but then they do have a alternate version of this though.
Okay,
they go Frodo with the ring
versus Captain America
versus Cap with the serum. And I assume in this situation he's allowed Sting as well. This is Frodo at full power.
Captain America's dealt with people like that. He would body him. I mean, he would.
This is the opposite.
It's the complete opposite.
The outcome. That shield that defies physics.
The shield would just hit Frodo as he's invisible. Cap would see that and then just throw him through a semi truck. Like,
I don't think Frodo could survive a hit from the shield.
No,
I think that thing would accidentally ricochet off of the wall and just hit him square in the jaw.
Yeah,
and just take him out.
If he had mithril armor, though, I mean,
yeah, but I think it would hit him straight in the head. That traumatic brain injury at the least.
Yeah, Captain America can handle an invisible little person. Okay,
yeah. but I do think regular Frodo with no ring versus pre-serum Steve Rogers, though.
He would be nasty. He would be savage. He would,
he could just pick up a rock and throw it.
And he would push Steve Rogers down a crevice off of Weathertop or something.
Well, isn't it like hobbits have really good throwing strength?
Yeah.
And you see it in the background in some of the scenes in the movies. When the Ents attack Isengard, you see Pippin and Merry throwing rocks and just bodying orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Steve would say, "I could do this all day," and Frodo would be, shanking him. Anyways. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with his lucky butter knife or whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, he'd pull a butter knife. He'd pull a butter knife.
Yeah.
Piece of silverware
or a letter opener.
A letter opener out of his coat,
and they just slit his throat.
Just stab him.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's why I'm like, I think the person who posted that does not understand Frodo.
No,
they're like, savage. Oh, Frodo, he's this knight. No, Frodo is savage.
Well, they were basically knighted and also fought in the War of the Ring. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
and nothing implies that Frodo is an honorable fighter, even before.
Also, do they have their now? Okay, I want to add another layer on top of this. Frodo no ring and Sam versus Bucky and pre-serum Steve Rogers. But full grown adult Bucky.
Yeah.
Probably with like a M1911 on him.
Yeah,
and just a good solid 1940s right hook,
Yeah. The dodges and then
yeah. So
that's I think that's a much closer fight. I still think Sam and Frodo might wind up being
it would be Sam and Frodo versus Bucky, and they would just be jumping on him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Now, okay.
I basically, I do think Sam and Frodo together could take on Bucky.
Winter Soldier versus the Shire.
Versus the Shire. Just the entire like Crimson Desert. We have 150 enemies you gotta kill.
And then your Winter Soldier with AR-15 and MAC-10 and grenades and flashbangs. And
I think that would be. I think the Winter Soldier would take that one because the Shire they don't have a military. They don't have.
Yeah, and Winter Soldier's a walking military.
Like, the Shire at most has like a few guards who have never fought anyone in their life.
No.
Like, yeah, I do think the average Hobbit could take on the average weak guy.
Yeah.
And I do think that regular Bucky without, like, pre-Winter Soldier, I think Sam and Frodo could team up and take him.
But Winter Soldier is sent by Hydra to kill Frodo.
To eliminate the Shire.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I can
just
imagine
leave
just,
no trace.
like, metal arm.
Just walking, like... You know, Farmer Maggot?
Uh-huh.
Just walking straight up to him and then just capping him in the head, you know. In the front. He's like, who goes there? And then
just grabbing the Hobbits, lifting it up by the head. I could see him doing the thing that, like, you know, every character with like a bionic arm has to do this thing where they like grab someone and then they do the thing where like their arm goes
spins
and then punch. I could see him doing that to like old Gaffer, picking up old Gaffer against the wall, punching him through the wall.
Throwing a man through a wall or a hobbit through a wall. Anyways, yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. This is just a little discussion. Emil Blonsky is easily the most agile super soldier in the MCU.
Oh yeah. If you haven't watched,
that is true. He's doing
Incredible Hulk in a while.
Counter flips off the tree and whatever.
Yeah,
and slides. Yeah.
Here we go. This is a good one. Jason Voorhees versus Daredevil.
Whoops.
Nope.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, Jason Voorhees
versus Daredevil.
Ooh.
I think this is actually a good one.
Interesting. Does it specify any version?
Nope. I mean, the picture of Jason Voorhees that is being pictured looks like Part 3 Jason Voorhees, pretty standard Jason Voorhees.
Standard Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Still human, perhaps.
Yeah.
Not zombie.
Maybe we can assume for like power scaling purposes. Maybe we assume it's zombie Jason.
Okay, we'll give him
just for
versus what Daredevil's on screen. Comic book.
This is
MCU
Daredevil.
Oh. Is this just in the armored look, or is this the black, ninja kind of suit?
This looks like a season 3 Netflix Daredevil.
Armored.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
As much as I like Jason, give credit his power as a horror character, Daredevil will see his every move well before he makes it, and he will counter everything, dodge everything. Like, Jason is not nearly dexterous or fast enough to even get a hold of him.
I don't think
it will be like fighting Kingpin, where it's really hard to do significant, meaningful damage on him.
Yeah.
On Jason. But eventually he'll wear him down. I just joints.
Don't think Jason
baton, would
have any means, like, would be able to just even get a hold of Daredevil.
Because, okay, let's say it's Camp Crystal Lake, like midnight, June 8th, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, June 13th, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
This last March 13th. Let's say it's that. And
a crisp evening on a March 13th.
I don't care if it's in Jason's backyard. Daredevil, with his radar sense, will already know like the complete layout of that area, especially if it's raining or the winds or all that.
He's not gonna be able to sneak up on him.
No, Jason could even get stealth on him and come up the machete and Daredevil counter instantly.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that Jason can predict with him. And let's keep this in mind. Yeah, he kills a lot of horny, helpless, dumbass teenagers, and sometimes they still get the better of him.
Yeah.
So Daredevil would body Jason. I think it would just take time to wear him down.
Now, I do think, as an alternate here, I do think if this was a character like Michael Myers, maybe, I think Daredevil would still have a good chance. But Michael Myers has vague teleporting powers.
Well, so does Jason.
More Michael Myers more so, I feel like.
Well, yeah.
Jason...
He does run more.
Yeah.
Michael just inexplicably appears somewhere out of shadows. And also, Michael has an inexplicable, like, aura.
Yeah.
Like, a dark, supernatural aura. And maybe Daredevil might have a hard time detecting him.
Yeah.
And it could be a matter of, like, maybe has a super silent heartbreak. But then again, he breathes really loud. So I think Daredevil would definitely detect that.
Yeah.
And also, I think Michael would be a bit more stealthy version of this encounter. Yeah. It might take Daredevil slightly longer to find him or, to evade. Michael might almost get him one good time. Yeah. But then from there, Daredevil's doing ninjutsu, kung fu, and everything on him. And, if slamming into a wall, especially it's a hallway. If it's a hallway, Daredevil negs.
I suppose if it's a hallway. Oh yeah, I do suppose if Busta Rhymes,
if they teamed up,
can do it.
If Busta Rhymes could do it with his kung fu abilities,
yes, then I think Daredevil
Matt can do this. These, if we actually power scale, Jason, Michael, etc., are standard goons in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
They're fodder. Really, honestly, they're fodder in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Or DC. Yeah. So, and I don't care what you think. Anyways.
Here's another one.
Wait, can I do one?
Yeah.
Because you've asked me this a lot. I guess this is a popular character in this Reddit. This is Peak Humans versus Legolas. So here appeared, we have Leon Kennedy. We have Punished Venom Snake, I guess. We have Ozymandias. And we have Ethan Ventura. Guy Fawkes, mask guy.
Yeah.
I forget his character's name.
Versus Legolas.
Versus, like... it's not all four... Is it all four of them at once?
So... I think.
So let's go through this.
So the thing with Legolas, Legolas is, I think he often gets underrated in conversations.
He's like peak elf
because elves in general in Tolkien's universe are basically superhumans, not like to a crazy extent.
Oh yeah.
But they are generally faster, lighter, stronger than the average human. Not by like
a stronger average,
not by like a ton, but they are. And Legolas is like the best when it comes to like an elf fighter.
The peak elf.
He's a peak elf,
archer warrior.
So
okay, let's go.
But I would be like, it depends on the human that he's fighting, because. Yeah.
Let's go through this. Leon Kennedy.
Yeah.
Standard equipped. He's got like a Glock.
I already think I have a good idea on all four of these. I have a good answer for all of them.
But he does casually fight. Like the Shadow, Mr. X, and Tyrants.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But Legolas also casually fights Oliphants, trolls, and
I think Leon versus Legolas would be a pretty even fight in general. That's a pretty close fight.
I feel like they have similar levels of absurdity.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like Legolas is probably technically faster and stronger and more skilled, but
Leon he keeps up because Capcom wills it.
Yeah,
because
Leon is one of those characters that has video game logic as farming. Part of his power set. Like how Bugs Bunny has toon logic. Leon has video game logic. I think that's
plus if it's the Resident Evil 9 version, he's got his tomahawk, so he can do some close quarters work.
Yeah,
but Legolas would destroy him.
I think it's a pretty close one.
But I feel like it's maybe
Legolas
could be the closest one. Now Snake.
Well, I'll put it this way.
Venom Snake.
I'll put it this way.
What's that?
It would be Legolas, unless you're playing as Leon and Legolas is a boss fight.
Right.
Then some bullshit would happen.
Yeah.
And Leon would absolutely win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decisively.
Yeah.
Decisively. Yeah.
But on paper, it would be Legolas.
Now we have as pictured, Venom Snake.
I think this is the
Punish Venom Snake.
I think
the big boss.
I think Legolas would take this one.
I think it would be a drawn out stealth encounter,
mm-hmm.
but Snake would be out of his league, kind of like fighting Quiet or something.
Yeah.
And he would hide in a box and Legolas would find him, and then Snake would keep getting away.
Because Legolas is also stealthy.
What do your elven eyes see? And then Ocelot would tell Snake to watch out for this new operative or whatever.
Yeah.
And Snake would let's say Snake gets a sleep dart on him, but it doesn't work on elven physiology.
Yeah.
Then,
I think Legolas has too many things that directly counter Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're right though, unless Snake gets a call from Ocelot that says, Snake, we've got some new intel that there's a new enemy in your area. If you press start on your controller, then you'll bring up a map and you can ping
the dossier.
Yeah. And then he can do that and probably know where Legolas is.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
I don't know. But he has fought absurd villains in the Metal Gear verse, though.
That is true.
Actual Metal Gears.
I just think Legolas,
the crazy Russian guy with the.
I just think that Legolas having basically super hearing and supervision,
mm-hmm.
and being really light and stealthy and fast is just.
I would say Snake is about Aragorn tier on his.
Yeah.
Ruggedness, his ability to adapt, his stealthiness, his tactical, but I feel like Legolas would also be Aragorn if if they came at odds. So
and he doesn't have the basically super strength and stuff that Aragorn has.
No, that's true. Aragorn actually, you could argue, is more better. Yeah.
Skill wise, he's like Aragorn.
Yeah.
But
really, he's the equivalent, really good ranger, and then someone that just comes to it naturally and has had 1,000 years of training and experience.
Yeah.
Because he also has that experience.
That's true.
You can say, Venom Snake has the experience.
Legolas is at least 2,000 years old.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
So now Ozymandias.
I
don't know a whole lot about a character other than that he's, doing martial arts on people, and he's has plans.
Ozymandias is the the stereotype online of Batman can beat anyone if he has prep time.
Yeah,
that's Ozymandias. But actually is that Ozymandias is the who would win in a fight? Well, Ozymandias won a week ago. He just hasn't told you about it yet. Until Dr. Manhattan shows up and just snaps him out of existence, because you can't counter that.
You can't prep against that.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like he has that logic to him.
Yeah.
So would we give it to Ozzy?
I'd give it to Ozzy because that like it's not like we're Batman, where like Batman, that's just the stereotype. When there's bad writing for Batman, that actually is Ozymandias' whole thing.
But yeah, like Ozymandias is like, I've launched the nukes 24 hours ago. It's already happened.
Yeah, he's like he's like, you've already lost. You lost. Like,
you've lost.
And then V for Vendetta.
Won yesterday. Legolas. I don't know much about his character though.
I don't know much. I would give it to Legolas, except for my understanding is V for
cool sword moves.
He's not a peak human. He has like superpowers, like vaguely.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are or something, but he's not just like a guy. He does have like vague powers.
I would say it's close, but I would say Legolas. I'd say Legolas. I would say he takes Leon Kennedy only if Leon's the enemy, but if it's Leon taking on Legolas and Legolas is the boss, Leon takes him.
If it's a movie fight scene, it's Legolas. If it's in a video game, it's Leon.
Yeah. Snake, I feel like both situations, Ozzy already won a week ago.
Yeah.
So, in V for Vendetta, I would say it's close, but I would say Legolas takes that 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay. You got one?
Let's see. This one I think is a quick one.
Okay.
Conan the Barbarian.
Give us a dumb one.
Versus Geralt of Rivia.
Ooh, okay.
I think that's Conan. Pretty easily.
You think he just gets him on the strength?
Yeah, because Conan is a simple character.
Yeah.
Conan is the he would just behead Geralt and then not think about it, and
he just would
praise his
the god
Geralt, he worships or whatever and move on.
You're calling him a fodder enemy to Conan?
Well, Conan is like part of the Lovecraft universe.
Oh, that's true.
Conan fights like Lovecraft monsters and shit.
That's one of my I forgot about that. It's one of my favorite things about it.
I saw this. He's a fun character because I saw this thing that was like, how come the characters in Lovecraft stories always go mad from encountering these monsters and stuff, but Conan doesn't.
Right.
When he's encountering the same types of creatures, and
he's Arnold,
and someone explained it this way which is perfect. They go, it's because Conan has this view of the world where he doesn't have to worry about the nature of a creature or not understanding it. If he can behead it, that's good enough for him.
So he wins by default, is basically what you're saying.
I just think I think Conan is outclassing Geralt significantly, even with his Igni powers or whatever. I think even with the Igni powers
and his Witcher, he has Witcher strength and Witcher,
but like
speed.
But like that makes him like Geralt is like Witchers are superhuman, but they're not like I think Captain America is physically stronger than Geralt.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're not like superhero type of
lower super soldier.
Yeah, like
a weaker juice.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like okay. a lot of the Witcher's skill, like competency, comes from their training and like their knowledge of monsters and stuff, rather not just their like physiology. It's just the physiology thing helps a lot.
Yeah,
but that's where you get like, you know, you don't have to be a Witcher to Ciri in the Witcher universe does not undergo like the trials that make her a Witcher. She just gets the training from them.
Right. Yeah.
She has other powers shit too, but they don't make her like superhumanly strong and fast though.
So yeah, Conan. He'd body him? Do you think he would it would go as Geralt parries a few attacks and then Conan just beheads him?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, realistically, it would probably be they would exchange a few sword blows and then realize that they're both good guys and go drink some beer.
They fight a bit and then they're mates.
Yeah, but if we had to be like one of them has to win, I think it would be Conan.
Yeah. All right, I got one.
Okay.
Can Wolverine from Fox, and I'm assuming I guess the MCU version because it's the same version really, but from Fox, solo the 7 from The Boys? I think this is an easy one.
Is this all at once? Or is it one after the other?
Let's say it's all at once.
I think he would solo most of them. I do think Homelander would actually give him a hard time.
Homelander would definitely give him a hard time.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be able to put him down.
Oh, he wouldn't be able to put him down. But he could chop him in half with his laser vision.
Well, adamantium skeleton, Colton.
True.
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess theoretically you could separate the spine, but Wolverine's fought people like that.
Yeah.
He's fought the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. He's fought Sabretooth. He's fought Cyclops. He's fought, Jean Grey as pictured.
The other thing with Homelander is my understanding of his character would be that
also he's dumb. Yeah.
If you put Homelander into a room with Wolverine and all the other of the 7, Wolverine immediately starts slaughtering them.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Homelander's the only one that would... Yeah, I think Homelander would go into shock. I don't think he would know what to do.
Well, Wolverine, okay, like Queen Maeve, who's lesser Wonder Woman, but not nearly... like, she's street-level Wonder Woman.
Yeah, not nearly.
Wonder Woman cut through her fairly quickly. Night Guard, or whatever his name is, Black Noir, Wolverine would decimate him.
Yeah.
The Deep would just pussy out. You have Sunlight Girl or whatever. Yeah, I mean, he would sort her out. I feel like Homelander, if he was smart, could beat him.
Yeah.
Like, or not a, little bitch, but
on the
Homelander
surface,
would he would lose his shit and like run away or cower or just freak out, right? Just crash out. He would crash out definitely.
Yeah.
Which would expose him, and Wolverine would cut clean through.
I think if Homelander was like creative with his powers, I think he could.
He could put him down. He could at least battlefield remove him.
Yeah, but I
launch him to space.
I do see a situation where there's a lot of blood splattering everywhere.
Well, and Homelander's going to tell them, "Oh, go kill this guy for me. Go kill him for me."
Yeah,
he would send them in, and then Wolverine would promptly, even A-Train, super speed. Wolverine deals with speedsters.
Oh yeah, no,
all the time. I mean, that's not even.
I think
all Wolverine has to do is just put his claws. He would put the claws in the right direction of A-Train. A-Train would stupidly run into them and decapitate himself.
And I think there would be enough blood splattering everywhere, limbs flying everywhere, that I think Homelander at most could muster the mental energy from his shock at what's happening to maybe shoot a laser beam
or shoot a laser
at him,
yeah,
but he would not have the
that's always his first move.
Yeah,
he wouldn't want to get close to him after he says all his mates get slaughtered,
but he would
try laser.
I don't see a situation where Homelander would be collected enough in that situation to
he would wildly laser
do that
and
creatively enough to put down Wolverine. I think he would just start firing.
And once Wolverine gets to him, and Wolverine can take he can take those kind of blows.
Oh yeah,
and also deflect lasers, which he's done
with his claws.
So yeah, Wolverine would sort him out, and I think it would last. If Homelander was smart, I think it could last a long time, hours maybe, or days before Wolverine finally gets back.
Yeah.
But realistically, I think this lasts maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah. And I think
of just Wolverine just tearing his way through.
And
it's one-on-one, then
yeah,
even more lopsided if it's one-on-one. But
yeah, I think Homelander, if he was collected and clever enough, he could at least take
comic book
Wolverine
would neg. Comic book Wolverine would actually, it would be fodder.
Yeah.
Fox Wolverine, yeah, it would be, you know, like a really tough fight, but he's been through worse kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even know if it would be a really tough fight. Fox Wolverine would sort him out. Comic book Wolverine,
I think any version of Wolverine, realistically, at least just 6 of the 7,
yeah,
it would be a bloodbath.
Yeah, for like 2 minutes. Or
I think if Homelander, at least his power set, if he was collected,
well, he doesn't have the durability.
Yeah, Superman. No, well, if he was collected and calm and was creative enough, he could incapacitate Wolverine temporarily. Yeah. But Homelander is usually not collected and calm and creative enough.
Wolverine survived punches from the Hulk.
Yeah.
He's been ripped in half and came crawling back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I could see him doing something like severing his spine with laser vision so that it's just really hard for Wolverine to operate. But again, like I don't see him being collected and calm enough to think to do that.
Yeah.
I think he would just start wildly laser blasting.
Yeah. I would give it to Wolverine easy though. Okay.
See what else.
You got one?
I'm scrolling through to find some
real quick, I'm gonna get ginger ale.
All right. Ooh.
Okay, I got some pizza. All right.
Let's just do a few more, and then I probably got to call it for the night.
Same.
Here we go. So they don't specify exactly, but I think I know what they mean. So they say Twilight. I assume they are meaning all the main characters, or like, you know, in the last Twilight movie where they all face off against the Volturi.
Okay.
I assume they mean like that team versus Thanos and the Black Order.
Twilight, like the Twilight verse?
I think they're meaning, because they have a GIF here. I think they are meaning like the Cullens and the werewolves. Like the main good guys.
Okay.
You know.
Versus
Thanos and the Black Order. Yeah. I assume not Infinity Gauntlet. Regular Thanos with Proxima and Corvus and Maw and Obsidian, whatever his name is.
Yeah, they neg the Twilight universe.
Hold on. I think they still win. I think they give them a harder time than you would give them credit for. I think it would be Thanos and Maw that are the ones that would win it.
Oh yeah.
Because all of the Twilight vampires are speedster, like Quicksilver level speedsters.
And super strength.
With stronger than like Captain America type of super strength.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's true.
And they all have like different types of like special abilities, like
they have like Spider-Man
seeing into the future and reading people's minds and stuff like that. I still think they would win because I don't think they would have a counter to Maw's like telekinetic shit.
No, it's like weird tech magic or whatever. Yeah, it's telekinesis. But also, is this just Thanos? Okay, so Thanos and Black Order, is this including like Outriders or like all that? It's just no, just Thanos and Black Order.
I think it's just Thanos and the Black Order. That's what it says here.
What about? Well, also Cull Obsidian would be hard to put down.
I think, yeah.
But I could see him being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Now I want to. Okay, in this scenario, what Twilight vampires or creature do you think would last longest?
I think, because I think the problem is the Twilight vampires. If I'm remembering.
maybe Proxima Midnight can't get, or Ebony Maw can't get Bella because of psychic powers or whatever.
Maybe I think the tricky part would be that the vampires, from what I remember of Twilight, you need at least vampire level strength to kill them in the first place. And considering that they're all basically like Quicksilver level speedsters, I think Proxima and what's his name would struggle. I just don't think they're fast enough or strong enough physically to actually take out any of them.
Yeah, the Glaive guy and Proxima, you know, they were above Captain America in level, but he still put a good fight.
Yeah.
And above, obviously, Black Widow and everything, but Black Widow was able to, like, mano Proxima Midnight for a little while.
Yeah. I think a Cull Obsidian could, anytime he gets his hands on one of them,
he just tear them apart.
Could rip them apart. But it would be tough for him to get his hands on them.
Yeah, and they never dealt with that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think it's closer than you might think. I think it's just that Thanos is just that much stronger.
This is the movie versions, right?
I think so. Yeah,
because if it's comics, then they neg.
Yeah.
Okay, it's absurd.
But I think, talking
MCU
the movie version, I think it's
and then Thanos would just be one tapping him though as soon as
I think Thanos is just that much more powerful, and I think Maw would just they wouldn't know how to fight him.
Maw just area effect attacks. He'd be floating. That's a good one. Never thought of that.
All right, what else we got?
Yeah,
a couple more.
Let's see. Yeah, I want to find a good one. Oh, never mind. That's a different character. Okay.
Oh.
Well, I read it as, I saw one that said Aragorn versus Duncan Idaho. I forgot who Duncan Idaho was.
Oh.
Apparently it's Jason Momoa's character from Dune.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of Johnny Utah from Point Break.
Oh.
So, that's where my mind went. You got one?
A 5'9", 17-year-old Belarusian teenager with an AK-47 named Alexei replaces Harry Potter in the Harry Potter universe. How far does Alexei get?
Clears
the
first
with an AK-47.
Yeah, because I mean, as far as we know about even skilled wizards in the Harry Potter wizarding verse, is that they can deflect like one blast at a time.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's
I mean, if you have someone just unloading,
it's kind of weird because it's like the movies make the spells and stuff out to be weaker and harder to stop than they're supposed to be. So like the killing curse is supposed to be like, it's not this projectile that shoots out and you can dodge it and stuff like that. It's supposed to be just like you say the words and the person dies. Like, just period. But they do not imply that they would have any type of counter to anything more powerful than a 9mm.
Right.
So, and there's a lot. I know there's a lot of fan theories that go like the reason the wizarding world is so secretive and doesn't want Muggles to find out is because there was at one point in the past some sort of war between the two worlds, and the Muggle world was winning.
Mm-hmm.
So,
there's a specific one I want to look for, but yeah, I think Kid with AK-47 personally.
Yeah.
Anyways, just to piss off the Harry Potter fans, I really don't care. Okay. Anyways, and the new Harry Potter series looks mid, but you know what? If some kids get into it, good for them.
I think it looks good. I just have some reservations that are not related to the trailer or anything like that. I'm just doubtful.
Okay.
I'm just being a sore boomer.
I have a pretty good one here.
Okay.
I have a pretty good one here. One of those fun, unexpected ones. Aragorn, loader, lore feats allowed. So in-book feats and extended, everything. The extended editions.
Yeah.
In the actual books. Versus Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just a T-Rex.
Okay.
Specifically Rexy from Jurassic Park.
Okay. So probably a little bit stronger and more vicious than a real life T-Rex.
Yeah, it's the idealized
like the
version
peak T-Rex.
The peak T-Rex.
Yeah. Okay.
Versus Lord Aragorn, son of Aragorn.
Aragorn is a difficult. I think Lord of the Rings characters, but like characters like Aragorn are difficult to.
Well, they take on creatures and stuff like that.
They're difficult to power scale, and everyone in Tolkien's universe is difficult to power scale.
The wildebeest and
because
trolls
Tolkien treats them like mythological beings, like Achilles. Mm-hmm. And everyone knows that characters like Achilles are basically they're as strong as they need to be for the story.
Yeah. This comment, Maximus Mansteel says T-Rex roars, Aragorn kicks a helmet down its throat, choking it to death. He breaks his toe. And then we go, oh, did you know?
Did you know?
Yeah. Quingard says, I think, and I agree, I think this comes down to terrain. Aragorn wins if there's mountains, trees, high ground he can exploit. Any open field, the T-Rex takes it.
Yeah, I could see a situation where it's how is this battle going down? Is this a gladiator arena, or is Aragorn tasked with hunting a T-Rex?
Right.
Because I think if it was that, if Aragorn was tasked with hunting down and
I think
slaying
he could take
a T-Rex, I think he could take it. But
yeah, that's not way out of his realm. I mean,
yeah,
fighting just a big dragon type, big monster creature.
Yeah, but I think if he was caught unaware,
caught unawares,
I think that would be a tough.
I think
fight.
He would put on a good scramble and be evasive and maybe get a couple good stabs in, slices, but T-Rex would then just one shot him.
I just think it's the pure size and aggression of the T-Rex. Because he's able to,
but the actual size and strength of the T-Rex is.
That's gonna make it really difficult because it's like if he's not,
especially this version.
Yeah, because it's Rexy. Like if he's not actively planning and hunting, it's like okay, what is his bow and arrow really gonna do? What is his sword really gonna do?
Even in Flame of the West.
Yeah, like he can take on much more powerful enemies than a T-Rex, but those enemies are like the Nazgul, who are human sized.
Right. Yeah. Do you think a pack of Nazgul is more powerful than a T-Rex?
I think a pack of Nazgul
as a collective,
as a collective, is more powerful than a T-Rex. Yeah.
But one Nazgul can't. A Nazgul, let's be honest, the Witch King would be riding the T-Rex.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That'd be the most metal thing
That'd
ever.
be awesome. Yeah.
So
writing that shit. Yeah.
So Aragorn, if he's tasked with hunting the T-Rex and has the upper hand, and I think it would still be a struggle.
Yeah, it still would not be
to do meaningful damage.
Easy, but he could do it.
Yeah,
but if he's at all caught
random
unaware,
encounter in open field,
unawares. I just don't see him.
Good T-Rex.
I think he could.
So
escape.
I would say
I think he could escape
T-Rex.
the T-Rex if it was like if he was stuck on the island in Jurassic Park, and did not know, like if he did not know there was a T-Rex and it jumped out and stuff, and he wasn't
depends
forced
on the
to
environment.
fight it then and there. I think he could escape it.
I give it to T-Rex 6 out of 10 times, or 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Only in few case scenarios that Aragorn could come on top or survive.
Yeah, I think it would be,
honestly,
if Aragorn was tasked with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could pull it off, but if he was, yeah.
Okay, before we end this, there's a couple specific ones I'm gonna try to search for. If you have any, just let me know. Just go for it.
Yeah, I'm still scrolling. I don't. We'll go through what you have if I happen to see any.
Okay. There's a lot of dumb. Well, I want to just end this discussion real quick. Actually, here's a good one. Doesn't have a whole lot of upvotes, but it's definitely one I've talked about. We always hear Superman versus Omni-Man.
Yeah.
And I think Superman would decisively and relatively easily, as soon as he gets serious.
Yeah.
He'd be playing coy and holding back. But then he would see Omni-Man as an actual threat, especially to humanity, and he would snap his neck.
Yeah.
Or, he would just end him right there.
I think it would still be a good fight.
For a little bit, until Superman gets serious.
It's not like...
Until he gets upset.
It's not like Homelander versus Superman, where it's like, it's like a Homelander baby versus...
Homelander versus Omni-Man is a coughing baby versus a nuke, too. So the scaling's not even close on those. But this one, Omni-Man versus Spider-Man.
Okay.
Comics.
Okay.
Let's just say it's like New York. Chicago.
Of course.
Let's give Spider-Man his home turf.
Yeah.
He's got that buildings swing on, zip around about. Omni-Man with speed comparable relative to Superman. Strength comparable relative to a lesser tier Superman.
Yeah.
Punches that level city blocks, that can level mountains. He can fly through a planet and destroy a whole civilization in a matter of hours.
Spider-Man.
Versus Spider-Man, who dodges good. No, I'm going to give Spider-Man the credit he deserves. Yeah. Versus Spider-Man, who has taken on enemies of comparable or exceeding strength of Omni-Man.
Yeah.
Taken on and foiled the Juggernaut by trapping him in cement or whatever. Punched, actually, in the comics, when McFarlane was taking over on all the Spider-Man stories, punched Hulk, although Gray Hulk, into orbit. Okay. Is strong enough to hold a whole skyscraper, stop trains, etc. Web stronger than steel cables, all that. Incredible perception, spider sense, really untouchable to a certain point.
Yeah.
And is actually absurdly strong when you really get into it and think about it. Yeah, he's usually punching around 10 to 20 ton weight range normally, and like holding back even lesser than that, maybe 5 to 10 ton range. But when he stops holding back, he enters the 75 plus tons. Like he's tearing through steel walls, that kind of thing. So I feel like Omni-Man would be clearly, like, decisively, like, putting Spider-Man on the back foot until Omni-Man directly threatens or does something to cause Spider-Man to go, like, bloodlust in mode.
Yeah. I think,
like, if Omni-Man directly threatens Mary Jane or Aunt May or whatever,
I think the problem is that,
because remember, okay, what's the problem?
Omni-Man, I think, is just fast enough. That, but Spider-Man's got his Spidey sense, and
he can dodge lightning.
Yeah, I think it would be very difficult. I think they would both struggle to get any really meaningful hits on each other.
Right.
Because I think that Spider-Man is not quite fast enough.
I think he could web him up
to maybe he
break
could.
Through.
Yeah.
Omni-Man would break through relatively quickly, but it would be enough to slow him down
a little. Yeah,
to get
I think that Omni-Man is just fast enough.
Slingshot a truck into him or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I think it would be Omni-Man is generally just fast enough, just barely. That Spider-Man, without pulling some tricks,
he would have to
struggle to get a good solid hit on him.
Well, Spider-Man would have to be absolutely perfect as well.
Yeah.
Perfect with his dodging, perfect spider sense, perfect with his webbing.
But also with Spider-Man's like Spidey sense and stuff like that, I think the Omni-Man would also struggle to get a really good solid hit on Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. But as soon as he does, it could be game over for Spider-Man.
Possibly.
However,
But that would be I think
he's made it through scuffles with Venom, with Hulk, with Juggernaut.
I think for Omni-Man is capable of putting him down in one punch if he gets a really perfect, like, lined up punch.
Yeah.
But anything short of like a full strength, really like good lined up punch straight to the head is not going to put Spider-Man down. Not quite.
Yeah, and
if Spider-Man's too fast and you're only managing to nick him and get him in the shoulder with like,
but it would be
not perfect.
It would be
form.
It would be one of the hardest fights of Spider-Man's life.
Oh yeah.
But I think Spider-Man could, very bloodied. I think he would be torn up. Obviously, I think he could come out on top.
Maybe
if he's perfect.
Yeah,
he would have to be perfect, and Omni-Man would have to falter. Omni-Man would not only have to be foiled.
Generally,
Omni-Man would have to.
I would still like generally give it to Omni-Man, but just like
I would say 6 out of 10 times.
Yeah, but I think you're right that like if Spider-Man was perfect and totally dialed in.
But you could also say the same thing for Omni-Man. So also Omni-Man, what's stopping him? And nothing's stopping him from either just driving Spider-Man to the ground or tossing him into orbit.
Yeah.
And he would, and he will.
True. Yeah.
Spider-Man won't do those kind of things because he's always holding back, until pushed to that level. Now, if Spider-Man wanted to do super evil, diabolical, go against his complete character, he could web up the inside of Omni-Man's lungs. And, it'd be over. I mean, he could, all you do there. But I think generally Omni-Man wins. Now, if we were to give Spider-Man a bit of an advantage, if it was Black Suit Spider-Man, bloodlusted Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think he would win like 7 out of 10 times.
I think that tips it,
8 out of 10 times. That tips it over.
But regular comics,
but regular
616 Spider-Man,
I
think he could. It's possible.
But I think he, as much as I love Spider-Man, of course, my favorite superhero, I think it would be an extreme uphill battle, and he would have to be perfect.
Yeah. I think it ultimately comes down to Omni-Man can punch harder.
Mm-hmm.
And take harder hits.
Hypersonic speeds.
Yeah. I think the speed stuff would make it a drawn out battle. Like it would not be a quick thing because like I said, I think Spider-Man's Spidey sense, he can dodge like lightning and shit like that. Like Omni-Man, I think, would struggle to get a really good solid finishing hit on him. But on the other hand, I think he's also just fast enough where Spider-Man also would struggle through the same thing.
It ultimately comes down to how long can Spider-Man evade him before Omni-Man gets the fatal blow.
Yeah. Like,
and what meaningful damage can Spider-Man do to Omni-Man?
Can Spidey...
He might bloody him. He might,
Can
the whole drop of blood
Spidey
thing, but,
draw it out long enough while not getting finished enough to bait Omni-Man into some sort of trap?
I would say normal conditions, I would give it to Omni-Man 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
But if it's bloodlusted Peter and he's just absolutely working on his peak level, I would say more Omni-Man 6 out of 10 times. I would still give it to Omni-Man slightly, because Spider-Man, it would have to be perfect conditions for him. Now, Black Suit Spider-Man, I think that would flip the scales, obviously.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a fun, serious one. I mean, that's a serious one. Now let's do a couple of fun ones before.
I did find one. So this is good, and this is specified hand to hand only.
Okay, hand to hand only.
No weapons, no gadgets, just a straight hand to hand fight.
Mm-hmm.
Batman versus Fiona from Shrek.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, Fiona has physics breaking, Matrix like spoof.
She does. Yeah,
kung fu abilities.
She can do Matrix moves.
She can do the Matrix.
That's a good point.
So I think she's got Batman on that. I think she's honestly in a little bit of that cartoon logic, a little bit of
I think without the cartoon logic,
comedic logic,
maybe Batman could win. It'd be similar to Batman
but
fighting
this is
Bane.
Unarmed, hand to hand only.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be like Batman fighting Lady Shiva, but Lady Shiva is literally defying physics.
Yeah. Lady Shiva can do Matrix moves.
Yeah, like actually slow time.
Yeah.
Also, does Fiona ogre out?
No, yeah, this is
I'm thinking of human.
This is implying ogre Fiona.
And she's also got that ogre strength
ogre Fiona.
And durability.
Yeah.
Ogre Fiona.
Yeah.
Ogre Fiona.
I do think without the cartoon logic stuff, maybe because that would be like fighting Bane or someone like that. Like Batman,
just a big strong guy.
Possible.
Killer Croc or something. Yeah.
But
would you put Ogre Fiona on Killer Croc stats?
I mean,
I feel like Shrek would be that.
Yeah, I mean, Ogre Fiona's pretty strong too.
Yeah.
All right, here's a good one. Wait.
But anyways, I think Fiona would eat his lunch.
Yeah. This one's not a fight. Who would win?
Okay.
It's just who's more powerful. It says what's more powerful, Leon's backflips or Eldritch gods.
Leon's backflips.
I'd agree on that. Yeah.
Easy.
Shows the clip of the chainsaws coming through the wall, and then he does a backflip to avoid them.
Yeah.
Instead of backing up.
Oh, here's one in the kaiju community.
Okay. I do love
Cloverfield.
Okay.
Cloverfield monster. Not the movie itself, Cloverfield, but Cloverfield.
John Goodman
versus. Yeah. 10 Cloverfield Lane. No, but Cloverfield versus Godzilla.
Okay.
Guys, I don't even care if it's the 1,000-meter version of Clover or whatever. Godzilla wins.
You gotta give it to Godzilla. That's his whole thing.
Always.
Godzilla's the king of monsters. He's
the king of monsters. Yeah. And if we want to actually detail this, he's got the atomic breath. He's got AoE attacks. He's got absurd strength and durability.
Yeah.
Cloverfield struggled against the military.
Yeah.
So, and Godzilla is a world-ending event.
Godzilla could just chop him in half with his atomic breath.
Cloverfield City level.
Yeah.
Well, Godzilla's continental.
That Godzilla is one of those characters where
he's a force of nature. He's not just a big monster. He's really Lovecraftian to a certain point. He's just a force of nature.
He's just one of those characters where
he walks your direction.
Where it's saying that he would lose against another monster is misunderstanding the point of Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's like every once in a while I see who would win in a fight, and they'll have whatever characters versus Popeye. The answer is always Popeye.
Okay, it does say adult Cloverfield versus Godzilla King of the Monsters. Starting distance 25 miles.
Okay.
From each other. Now that changes things slightly.
Aren't the adult ones like 10,000 feet tall?
He's like he's absurd.
Like
it's like the Zero's rat. He's like a 20,000 foot
like a Final Fantasy
mountain size Final Fantasy Chronos size.
Yeah.
And there's Kratos.
I still think
Godzilla is he's a walking nuclear arsenal.
Just because that's the point.
This guy says Bazoobs 1 says, let's read his comment. So I know nothing about adult Cloverfield monsters, so I'm not going to suggest I have an answer. Instead, I will simply ask a question. At 25 miles distance, Godzilla would likely have plenty of time to charge his breath weapon. According to marketing campaigns for King of the Monster, his breath is somewhere in the equivalent range of the strength of one Fat Man nuke per second.
Yeah.
So, with a target so large, according to other commenters, and with a good few minutes to charge, couldn't Godzilla simply slice the dude in half? I mean, he used his breath to cut through the earth to its center in mere minutes, which means his breath is planetary scale and range too. He can sustain the barrage for at least a few minutes. Yeah, I'm totally with him there.
Yeah, I think it comes
Godzilla stomps
to just Godzilla because that's the point. Mm-hmm. Godzilla is the king of monsters. If there's a monster, Godzilla takes
who's
it.
forgetting who's called king of the monsters? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And also Godzilla can fly.
It's
curls up like a shrimp.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of like who'd win in a fight, insert any character versus Popeye. Popeye always wins because there are two rules that Popeye as a character follows. It's one, if Popeye gets his spinach, he wins. And two, Popeye always gets his spinach. That's the point of the
plot
character.
Armor.
Yeah. That's the point.
But also, besides plot armor, he wins, even if you take that away. Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I don't know if I have any others. This one here, the Batman Who Laughs, which I have a vague understanding of that character. I know they're very cringy and everyone hates him. Versus Ash from The Evil Dead.
Batman Who Laughs would just be an extremely extra deadite in Ash's eyes.
Yeah, I think Ash would.
And
I have a vague understanding of Batman. I know he's like a multiversal threat type of character, I guess. But so is Ash. So, in a way,
Ash is just really good at killing Jedi's. Yeah, and I mean, I think Batman Who Laughs will have its plans with his chaos, but also I feel like Ash would just chainsaw him in half.
Yeah, Ash. I feel like Ash is one of those characters, kind of like Popeye, where it's just Ash is really good at killing evil shit. So if you're evil shit,
naturally,
ergo, Ash is probably gonna be good at killing you.
Yeah. Here's one, and then I want to try to find one more. But Gamora MCU versus Captain America MCU.
Ooh. It's a tough one.
If you actually pay attention to Guardians of the Galaxy in the movies, Gamora is significantly stronger than Captain America. She's closer to
I'm inclined to give it to Gamora. I think
she's picked up a whole turret off a ship and used it as a weapon. And crazy stuff. And
I think the only way that Cap would
win
would be through some plot armor writers want him to win type of crap.
Mhm.
I think Gamora.
I think Cab would put on a really good defense, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think he would last. But then Gamora would go for the killing blow as soon as that window opens.
I think it's one of those situations.
No pun intended. He's decapitated.
I think it's one of those situations where Gamora outclasses him in every single way.
Yeah,
but he still somehow manage to punch above his weight a little bit. But
he always does.
It wouldn't be enough.
He knocked Loki on his ass, you know? Yeah. Like he will always punch above his weight.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite things about Cap. But Gamora just outclasses him in every single stat. She's got battlefield experience, martial arts, if not exceeding Cap's, because she is trained by Thanos, deadliest woman in the galaxy. And her strength, speed, stamina is enhanced way beyond the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
It's like the super soldier serum 100 years down the line of trying to recreate it.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think he would punch above his weight and last for a little while.
Yeah.
But
Gamora, I think she would.
I don't think there's any situation unless, like you said, just plot just because.
Yeah,
that Cap wins, but
you could have some bullshit stuff that happens because plot and he somehow wins. But I think 10 out of 10 times, I think Gamora wins the fight without plot armor stuff, and she's still surprised by how much of a fight he put up.
Yeah, I think she would, be impressed.
Yeah,
she would respect him, and that's funny. They never really interacted.
This is a really I think another one where they don't understand what they're talking about. Captain America versus Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Incredible takes that 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cap.
Cap can only punch above his weight so much, but Mr. Incredible, bench presses train inches, so like, and
Mr. and is invulnerable to harm
and vulnerable
to like most harm. Yeah.
You
have to have a special weapon to draw. He's like short of like having like a weapon that's specially designed to hurt him. He's like Luke Cage. Like bullets bounce off of him.
Let's see. I want to find one with my boy Sentry real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, that's a good one. We all seen the Goku one.
This one's funny.
Okay.
Maui versus the Seven.
Oh, Maui.
Yeah. Clears that easily.
Yeah. But don't do the live action one.
No, that looks just terrible. Specifically The Rock. He looks terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the rest of that trailer.
It's not really a question because I already know the answer, but Sentry could actually solo the Invincible verse, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to find a good Sentry one, but maybe I won't.
Sentry is...
But all you know is that it's absurd.
Sentry is absurd. I mean, he works as a character because he has...
Of course, a lot of people are doing Superman versus Sentry.
Yeah.
Sentry versus Doomsday.
Sentry works as a character just because he has like the dark side, so he's hard to control.
Also the power of million exploding suns and everything, but just absurd matter manipulation. Reality warping, hypersonic speeds. Strength enough to. Okay,
here's another person putting Cap against a cartoon character that they don't realize is as strong as they are.
Okay. Why do the people hate Cap?
I don't know. I think this is more people don't see a cartoon character and assume that they're not as strong as they are. Luisa Madrigal from Encanto versus Cap.
I forget their Encanto powers.
She's the really strong one who can smash boulders on her head and pick up entire houses with one hand.
I think the only way Cap would win that is because she's just not a fighter.
That's true. Yeah, but pure strength wise,
just pure strength wise,
the hell is he gonna do?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why they're doing that to my boy.
I think I gotta call it for the night, but I already talked to you about this one. We'll end it on this one. Here.
Okay.
But I've already talked to you about this one before, but it came up on here. You've been framed for murder. Pick one to defend you. The rest will team up for your prosecution.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got Atticus Finch. Classic. We've got the Lincoln Lawyer. I haven't seen that movie.
That's
in a really long time. It's Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. Yeah.
We got Matt Murdock. We got Saul Goodman. We got, I don't know the character's name, Tom Cruise from A Few Good Men.
Oh, from Tom Cruise from A Few Good Men.
You can't handle the. Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
We got My Cousin Vinny.
I don't remember a lot of these. Is Liar is Jim Carrey on there from Liar?
I don't think so. We got the lady from Legally Blonde.
Okay, Reese Witherspoon's character. Miss Legally Blonde.
And we've got a couple other characters. One of them's from Law and Order. I don't know his name. And another one, I don't know who that person is, so I'm just going to ignore them.
I think it comes down between, and I think we discussed this before, I think it comes down between, honestly, Saul, Matt Murdock, and Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright somehow is not in this one.
Wait, he's not in this?
No.
How is he not in this?
I feel like he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does cases for, like, dolphins and shit.
Not
on behalf of dolphins. For the dolphins.
No, but
they are his clients.
Yeah. I feel like
I feel like there's
Saul would he play dirty and he'll get you the win no matter what it takes.
I feel like the other thing here is that it specifies the rest will team up for your prosecution.
Yeah.
You sure about that? Are you sure all these people are going to work together well enough to actually get any shit done?
Like, now, Matt Murdock.
That's not how that works.
I mean, he can hear your heartbeat, so he can punch you that way to see if you're lying or not, and but he's good and he wants to fight for the good, for justice.
Yeah,
not necessarily to win. He's really not a typical lawyer.
If it's really you've been framed for murder, but you actually really are innocent,
then I think he'll go above and beyond, and
and he can do some daredeviling on the side if it's like there's some villain shit and they framed you or whatever. But no, I think at the end of the day, any other situation, Saul Goodman is the very clear choice.
I would say so.
Because I think when we talked about it last, I think I was like, Saul understands that a lawyer's job is not to enforce justice.
Oh,
it's to win the case for their client.
Yeah, he wins the case for the client.
That's why you hire a lawyer. You don't hire them because you're seeking justice. That's judges and juries and that part of the legal system is supposed to do that. Lawyers are supposed to win. That's their job.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Um,
unless you have any others.
I have one last one.
Okay, one last one.
I mean, of course, the other one's what I want to find, and we should do this again. It's fun. Just this. See if I can do good on this one. Grace Ashcroft versus Grace Ashcroft's stutter. Who wins? She has quite the stutter in the game. She's like, what is that? And constantly playing with her. And I would say her stutter wins.
I am not familiar
with
you
the
got healthcare system in Raccoon City.
Oh.
Like, do they have access to therapy?
Well,
to good therapists?
Obviously, Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah, well, but Umbrella Corp, maybe they have good health care. But
do they? They made the T-virus and bioweapons. I mean, yeah, I guess they do. I mean, they can make bioweapons.
Maybe, yeah. But maybe having some good doctors on hand does not mean you have a good therapist on hand. And dealing with a stutter is really more of like therapy at like both like mental, but also like physical therapy can help with that sort of stuff. You know, and I don't think Umbrella Corp is the type of company that really puts their employees' mental health and like stuff like physical therapy is very important. I feel Umbrella Corp strikes me as like their healthcare program is really focused around make sure our employees can keep working rather than actually caring about employees. So I think the stutter wins. I just don't.
Well, here we go.
I'm Grace.
Someone just make a compilation.
I love Grace's cute stuttering and resonance.
Yes, if this is about I'm Grace.
Grace, what?
We shouldn't laugh at stutters, Jackson. There are real people who actually struggle with having stutters.
She's a great voice actor.
Okay?
The voice actor, yeah.
Thanks.
Leon Kennedy, DSO.
CSO. I'm Grace. Ashcroft.
I mean, I would also be stuttering like that if I met Leon. Come on.
No,
have you seen that man?
His aura, his hair, his 2004 middle part emo hair.
He's stuck with it since 2004. I respect that. I like that he has. Haircut. I like that he has like kind of some gray hairs coming in the new game, like the same haircut, which really does like imply
50,
that he has stuck with that haircut the whole time. I respect that.
Yes. We can respect that. We can respect the man that sticks with a haircut.
Yes.
Leon Kennedy, people.
And clearly a good hair care routine too. You don't just have a haircut like that.
Quality,
a good
conditioner. He's doing conditioner. He's doing
zombie apocalypse. My ass. That's not going to stop him from getting some Head and Shoulders.
He's getting his Head and Shoulders, getting split ends trimmed. You know, he's keeping it clean. Anyway, on that note, I think we're gonna end this. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to the Odd Joke Podcast. It's the end of the episode.
Yeah,
I didn't give an intro.
We have to.
The intro is the intro.
Now we have to play the whole episode in reverse.
Oh,
sorry, you guys.
Say race car backwards.
I've been Notlock. Thanks for joining us.
And I've been Nozcaj. I've been Nozcaj. Join us next time on Podcast Drunk Odd. I'm not going to attempt to say
that's not how talking backwards
works. That's not how that works. No. I want you. I have a very specific request, Colton. I have a specific request. I want you to play the intro backwards.
Okay.
Figure it out. Figure out how to play the intro music backwards.
That shouldn't be that hard.
You could do it for the intro part, the outro. I'd rather it be for the intro, so it just hits people right out of nowhere, and there's no point of reference to it until they get to the very end of the episode. Okay?
Okay. We'll do that.
Do the same thing for the outro.
Yeah.
Let's get creative. Backwards, okay?
Backwards.
It's going to be great. It's going to sound beautiful. It's going to be great. And there it is.
Knird knird besnapser knird naM-redipS galdocht sihT sihT and we revealed we fitted it sheer by dluow. As the original Lashperksid the nearest gnilat is if morf at by the emotions nioj knird is if Nest macht na form of work ups if nioj naM-redipS is sihT knird sihT sons is it deeper sihT sons is it.
Wow. What? Wow, it's even better than I imagined. Anyway.
Don't drink and drive.
We'll see you on the... Don't drink and drive.